Hi, it's Dani from UK Vegan Family. This is my second video now, so I'm starting to get a bit more into it, I guess. So I am cooking for dinner tonight a completely whole foods, plant-based dinner. There's no oil, there's no processed foods. It's all as the food is. So I'm doing this a lentil and bean type cottage pie. Basically what's in there is carrots, celery, onions, mushrooms, garlic, passata, pearl barley, and some red split lentils, which is all simmering away. I'm probably going to throw whatever beans in the tin we have in the cupboard. It's probably going to be a butter bean because I don't think there's any chickpeas or anything else in there. You don't really want kidney beans in a cottage pie. So yeah, I basically put a stock cube. Normally I would use frozen stock, but I haven't got any left. So I put a stock cube in with obviously hot water, let that dissolve, and then I've thrown my onions, my celery in to kind of soften because we're not using oil in this recipe. So that softens it all down. Then I've thrown in the mushrooms. I put the carrots in before the mushrooms, so it's all softened together. And then once that's softened down, obviously a lot of the fluid has gone down as well. I've then thrown in the passata, some garlic, the lentils, the pearl barley, and some balsamic vinegar as well. So that's all just simmering down now, which I'm probably going to leave for about 40 minutes. It's in quite a big pan as well, and it's non-stick obviously. And then the potatoes are just boiling away, ready for me to mash those. I won't be adding any butter, I won't be adding any milk, so we'll adapt that mashed potato so that it's completely whole foods. Probably add a bit of turmeric into it, probably a bit more water just to make sure it mashes quite well. And then I might put a bit of breadcrumb on the top as well. I haven't decided, but anyway, that's where we're at with this recipe. Check in a bit. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me over the washing machine as I've got the washing machine going in the background, but I've also found a recipe for a vegan lemon cake with some lemon icing. So I've prepped everything. I've got my well, let's show you actually. So I've got 100 mils of olive oil, 275 milligrams of self-raising flour, 200 grams of caster sugar. It's a lot of sugar, but we'll go with the recipe. 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and I have zested and dejuiced 1 lemon. So let's just put everything in here. So I've got my lemon juice and my baking powder and my flour in there. So we'll pop it all in here, just easily. And then it said 170 mils of water, which is strange because it's usually plant-based milk. So literally just going to mix that, and now it's mixed, I'm going to add my 100 mils of olive oil. It said vegetable oil, but I don't have vegetable oil. I don't buy vegetable oil either. And then this is my zest, so stick that in, and then I'm going to give it a mix. Okay, so I've mixed it all together and it says until smooth, so we'll just put that photo in there. Obviously looks like a cake batter, so I'm going to put it in the tin. It says to put the oven on 180 degrees and bake for 30 minutes. And in that time I shall start preparing the cottage pie that I've obviously put together earlier, and then I'm going to get on and make the icing. Okay, so I mashed the potatoes and I put some spring onions in there, a little bit of water and some pepper. I couldn't find the turmeric because when Adam made his berry smoothie this morning, he's put it somewhere and I've no idea where it's gone. So no turmeric mashed potato. The cottage pie, I made that much that I've been able to make a little one so that I can freeze that down, and then I've been left with more of the inside, which I don't know if you can really see that in there. So I'm probably going to put that in a tub and just stick it in the freezer, and then I don't know, if I fancy making another cottage pie and I can't bother to do all of it and just make some mash, then yeah, that can just come out, be defrosted and put into another meal. So so that's done. So I've put that in the oven now, and that'll take about half an hour. And then I've done the lemon cake, that's in the oven, so I'm just clearing up and then I'm going to start preparing the lemon icing. The only thing is the little one has woken from his nap, so this is likely to take a lot longer. Okay, so the cake is done, the dinner is done, it's just the last bit of icing, well, it's just the last bit, which is the icing. So apparently it's 150 grams of the icing sugar, which I've done, and then you just have to sieve it, and then it's half a lemon juiced, and that goes into the icing. So I'm going to do that and then we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so to make the icing, it's actually a lot harder than it looks. I actually had to put a whole lemon in, and then some lemon juice as well. But yeah, it seems to be working now. So I will put a photo at the end, and hopefully it goes down well tonight.